Well, I was born on a cotton farm. I was raised around cotton all my life, and cotton was just part of my being, if you will. And when I got out of college, my father mentioned there was an opening he heard with an old cotton firm in Memphis, Will Brothers Cotton Incorporated, established in 1878 in Opelika, Alabama. And their headquarters was in Montgomery, Alabama. They had a big office here in Memphis, so I came down and interviewed and got the job. And so I thought I wanted to learn about cotton. It was pretty hard to start off with. They called you a squidge, and you had to do everything, empty trash cans, sweep the floors, block up cotton, but it was part of it. You had to know the whole. It didn't make any difference what degree you had in college. You had to start out as a squidge. And so having done that for a couple of years, I eventually taught myself, I guess, in a roundabout way, how to class cotton. So I was sent out into the country to buy cotton. I thought I was a cotton buyer, but they let me find out real quick, what it was all about. I remember one time I went to an old gin over outside of Jonesboro, Arkansas, and I went in. The guy said, "Yes, sir, can I help you?" And I said, "I'm a cotton buyer." He said, "A cotton buyer?" He said, "Hey, Jim, Sam, Bob, come here. I want to show you a cotton buyer." Well, that scared me to death. He asked me what my price was, and I told him. And he said, "Son," he said, "get your butt," of course he didn't use that terminology, "out of my office." Ran me out the front door, scared me to death. Took me 2 weeks to get enough nerves to go back into gin. So I ran into other buyers, and they said, "What in the world did Will Brothers send you over here to buy cotton? Has to be the roughest, toughest place in the world." I said, "I don't know, but I'm trying." So I bought cotton on the street with a guy who taught me, Tom Marr, who's passed away. We'd go around to different little small brokers and class cotton, put our basis on it, and take it back to the office and let our classers out turn it. We had a plus, and we made money. If we had negative, down classes, then we lost money on the deal. So one afternoon they sent me down to cotton office to buy some cotton, and I bought 54 bales of cotton. I took it back to the office, and it looked like somebody had swapped the samples on me. Worst looking cotton. I don't know what happened. They said, and I think it was a put-up deal, because they thought I was going to break the firm. Carried and cried and fell down in the floor, but that was part of the learning process of classing cotton. So it was, as I got along in my experience, I moved up the ladder, if you will. They eventually moved me to be assistant manager of the Atlanta office in 1970. By the way, I started with Will in 1967, early part, and I was the assistant manager of the Atlanta office, selling to textile mills, and which was really enjoyed calling on textile mills and selling in cotton that I'd learned how to class over the years. I will revert back. When I first got in the cotton business, I made this statement: "I love this so much, I think I'd do it for nothing." Cotton business has made this country, and particularly the South, and to be a part of it, and it's a dying way of life, I feel like I'm a little bit a part of history, and that's kind of a fun part of it. I guess cotton man's kind of like one of what MacArthur said, kind of like an old soldier. He doesn't die, just kind of fades away. So that's kind of the way I look at it, and very proud to have been associated with this industry, extremely proud.